all the way. I just want to know. This is a really weird one. Okay, because I don't want to put women down, so I have no problems with Kim.
Just say it. Yo,
I feel like Kim is on Leo's level. She's like one and done. You know, she's out. Does anyone feel bad for Kanye?
I do.
Because I feel so bad for that man. Why? I have never met a woman that feels bad for Kanye. And I seriously, my heart is breaking for that man. And most women I've spoken to feel like Kim's leaving him because he's mentally ill and oh my God, she's victimized and he's bipolar and he's crazy. But I feel so bad for Kanye. Like, he has his kids involved. She's putting her kids on TikTok. He doesn't want them exposed to things.
All right, we can go around a panel on this one, get the ladies' thoughts on this first. We can start over here.
I'm team Kanye. I feel like like he's not really mentally, like, you know, I feel like he's
insane.
Yeah, like he's not, like everything he says, I don't know, to me it makes sense. So yeah.
Okay.
I feel like Kanye's a genius.
For real.
I really, truly believe he's a genius. The worst investment he made was Kim Kardashian, and I'm so sorry for him.
That's a good point, actually.
It is the worst investment, but he's a businessman. He's business-minded. He saw the opportunity. He knew he would make a living off of this woman. He wanted to procreate. He saw how Kris Jenner runs her family. He knew my kids would be okay. And then, boom, she's with a younger, ugly. I'm talking about men like that. Okay. Whatever, she dated somebody else.
Just say it.
I don't like to talk badly about people's looks.
We know Kim vibes.
It's irrelevant, but the reality is,
Skeet. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Kanye really does. He really does care about his kids, and I feel so bad that she's putting the children on TikTok, etc. And like, you don't know who is watching that. I would never, ever want anyone watching my children grow up. And then the kids are so young, they don't even have a say. They don't know what's going on. Imagine you turn to the age of 22 and you're like, wow, I was 12 and my mom was taking a video while driving with me in the back seat and I'm crying, no, don't put me on. Did you see that video? That made me, my heart went like, oh my God, this kid is a child. Like, this woman is driving, FaceTiming and posting it on Instagram. And there's a 12-year-old in the back saying no. Like, Kanye's like, I don't want my kids in this spotlight, and I don't blame him, and I feel so bad. And then people are calling him nuts, and I'm like,
okay.
I mean, as a Swede, I always stay neutral in conflicts, but I feel like listen, two very accomplished people. We see a fragment of what they're actually going through. I don't judge. I don't take sides. I feel like they're both having their own struggles. Whatever happens in their marriage and after their marriage it's not for us to really judge upon it. I feel bad for everyone that's in the spotlight that has to go through something traumatic like that. No, but in the same token, fuck it.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
Shout out to Sneak on the chat, by the way. All right. Well, what about you? What are your thoughts?
Team Ye. Team Ye.
Okay. Why so?
I feel like he actually really loved Kim.
Okay.
I think they both love each other. Like, you have
listen.
Let
her talk. I'm gonna say this. Kim has a reputation, as we all know. Exactly. We also know Kanye's reputation is not so much on the downside of how Kim is. So I feel like at this point she's like how Leonardo does, girl. She's doing the exact thing, but at a different level of it. And it's only because she is a woman. She's brutal. The whole family is brutal. But on that note, I'm gonna just leave off that topic because I work in a certain industry, and so I don't want the things I say to be held accountable against me.
Okay, all right. What about you?
I'm gonna stay neutral on this because at the end of the day, we don't know what goes on behind closed doors, and it's not for me to say anything on. I do feel bad about, Kim posting the kids on TikTok. I do agree with her on that because there's pedophiles, there's all sorts of crazy people out there, and I know I wouldn't want my kids to be posted on any social platform. So I agree with that.
All right. Your thoughts?
So I know we don't know like fully what goes on, but like from what we do know, I'm all like in for Kanye. Like, I don't know. I feel like I've listened to him forever, so I have to take his side. I think like he's a victim of the Kardashian curse, and I think it's terrible that she posts the kids on TikTok or that she does. because like when I was a kid, my parents would tell me, you don't push your face on like anything. And now it's like people are posting children younger than like I was when I wanted to like make a YouTube channel. So it's just like terrible. Like,
it's uncomfortable feeling. Like you don't want to look at somebody's children like they're innocent.
They don't have consent. Like they can't even consent to it.
They can't even say yes or no at that age. It's so weird.
I just find it funny because like we're worried about Kim and Kanye. Similar got worse problems to yourself. It's like, what about you? But that being said, Kanye chose his girl, Kim. So I'm gonna say real talk. It sucks that it's happening right now, but like, bro, you chose Kim Kardashian. She's a media spectacle. Of course, your kid's gonna be in spotlight because you're gonna put them there. So it's like, I ain't mad at her because that's what she does. He should have known not going into it. That's all I'm saying.
Kim Kardashian straight up is a hoe. So and people think you're an asshole, you're a jerk. I tell guys all the time, don't commit to promiscuous women, and this is an example of that. Because the thing is that here's the thing: she's a terrible wife. As a byproduct of being a terrible wife, you cannot be a terrible wife while simultaneously being a good mother. Because if you're a terrible wife, that means that you're not serving the man that you're in a relationship with. If you're not serving the man that you're in a relationship with, that means that the relationship isn't a good position. If the relationship's not in a good position, you cannot have a stable home for the children to go ahead and be raised. And then if you break up with that man who's the father of your children, well, now the children are not going to have a father figure. And we know from statistics that single mother households are one of the leading contributors to degenerates in the United States in general when it comes to serial killers, rapists, criminals, drug addicts, alcoholics, degenerates in the United States, homeless people. They almost always come from single mother households. Mothers, especially women, mothers cannot teach boys how to become men. So, you know, and again, I got to put some accountability on Kanye. You married a woman that, quite frankly, became famous from having a sex tape. And any girl that is involved in sex work a lot of the times is not going to be a quality wife. It's very difficult to, you know, the saying has always been, can't turn a hoe into a housewife. And that's been going on for decades. Why? Well, because typically women that have a promiscuous background have an issue with settling down with one guy. And when they have an issue with settling down one guy, she's going to be a rambunctious woman. And when she's rambunctious, that's going to cause issues. And rambunctious women, you know, they said in the Bible, right? I'm not Christian, but what is it? It's better for you to sleep on the roof of your home than share four corners with a quarrelsome wife. Yeah. So, and this is religious texts everywhere, you know, in Islam and Christianity and Judaism, etc. They're really big on women being submissive and following their man's lead. And the reason for that is because when women are in leadership positions or in leadership roles, this is the chaos that you get. Kind of what Kim Kardashian is doing right now. Has a random guy like Skeet in there with the kids doing a bunch of dumb shit, putting them on the internet, whatever it may be. You know, this is might be sound sexist or whatever, but I'll just say it. Women are terrible when they're put in leadership positions in general, especially the head of the household. And that's what Kim was. And that's why you guys see the clown world of what's going on. And that's why I tell guys, don't commit to women that are hoes, because you're going to end up with stupid shit like this.
People tell you who they are. So it's like, if you go for it, that's on you.
And I also tell guys all the time, don't commit to girls that, you know, are entertainers or girls that want to be in this spotlight or girls that want to be clouded or whatever it may be, because a lot of the times, here's the thing. You want a girl. Ladies, feel free to, if you disagree with me on this, because what I'm going to say is probably going to be a little controversial. Yeah. So like, there's a saying that women are to be seen and not heard, right? You want a girl that's in the background, helping you out as asset to your life, not a liability. When a woman's out there putting herself in precarious situations where she could cheat or be around other men or whatever it may be, well, that's going to put some stress on you. And when that puts some stress on you, that's going to not have you 100% focused. When you're not 100% focused, you can't be at your best. When you can't be at your best, well, you can't provide. Then you can't provide, then she's going to get mad and she's going to go look elsewhere. And the other thing, too, is that when women are involved in this stupid shit, it embarrasses you as the man. I mean, a perfect example of this, look at like Will and Jada. Jada has single-handedly tarnished Will Smith's reputation. You know, movies like Ali, what other? I Am Legend, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, etc. The man's, you know, comedian, rapper, etc. Men in Black, established actor. All of that has been tarnished because of Jada's fucking stupid ass behavior.
Again,
some of us are old enough. Some of us are old enough to understand and remember what Will Smith did and the things he accomplished. But for the younger guys out there, they just see a guy that's Cuck Smith. That's how they look at it. Oh, this guy's getting embarrassed at a red table talk by his wife. Yeah. And, you know, I think for a man, there's nothing that's going to destroy you more than your wife doing stupid shit behind the scenes. And Kim Kardashian is an example of that, which is why I tell guys, you want a girl that's cool with being in the fucking background. You be the fucking star. She's an assistant, you know, and oh my God, that's so fucked up. Well, if it doesn't work the other way around, a woman wants a man that she could look up to. So the guy's got to be in a leadership role. The guy's got to be the fucking star of the movie. She's in an assist role. You disagree? Go ahead.
I don't agree with that. I feel like it works hand in hand. The only people who's making an example of it and showing you that you really can do it is B and J. They're both stars. They're both center of attention. They're both business people. So I don't feel like someone should play background. I feel like it should be a head-to-head counterpart.
A competition?
Not a competition. Is a movement, is a motion. If I put my head together and she put her heads together, or it's a combination, not a.
It's like a partnership.
Yeah. It's a partnership, not a competition.
Well, I mean, we can
in any relationship, it should be a partnership and not a competition. I feel like that's why Kim and Kanye are the way that they are, because you have two leading people, moguls that everyone looks up to. People are looking at Kim for this, and people are looking at Kanye for that. So if you have any two head honchos in the same industry, there's going to have some collision anyway.
Question for you.